So what we're doing here today is replacing the hot water heater. This is a gas only model in a RV. First thing you're going to want to do is turn the gas off at the propane bottle there, and then go and burn off what's in the line. Next, what we'll do is relieve the pressure that's in here. We'll make sure your pump is turned off, and then we'll make sure all the pressure is out of the line, or the water line. Next, what we want to do is take and remove the drain plug on this one here and drain all the water out of the hot water heater. Next, we want to put a couple wrenches on here and loosen up the gas fitting here. Next, what you want to do is take and pull your hinge out of the door. Just clips into this little holder here. Next, what we'll do is remove all the screws holding the unit in here. Now, on the inside of the RV, we'll go ahead and undo the water lines going to it, as well as the electrical. Okay, now that we got those wires cut on the inside, the last thing we need to do is this flare fitting for the gas line that goes in here. It's all caulked up, so I'm just going to take a knife and then cut around the caulk there and remove that grommet that's behind there. Last thing we have to do before we can pull it out is break the caulk seal that is around here, and then there's some butyl tape that will be adhesive, but that will pull apart. Make sure our gas line goes through there, through that little hole, and we can remove the water heater. Okay, the inlet and outlet on the old hot water heater, I'm going to reuse those fittings, so I'm going to go ahead and remove those. Okay, what I'm going to use is some Mega Lock. I put a little bit in the threads in there, and then put some generously on there. Go ahead and install that, and then I'll go ahead and tighten that up. Okay, now that that's tightened up there, what we'll do is go ahead, slide the unit in. Be careful with the gas line, and then we'll feed it in through the front. Okay, when it's in there, we'll just take and bend this edge all the way down. And then these out on the side. Before I caulk it all up and screw it down, what I want to do is remove this little rubber dust cap here from the valve and bring our gas line up into there. So what I'm going to do is go in the RV and then push it out and then get it through that little hole. Okay, so this has already been flared and it's undamaged, so I will just go ahead, line it up on there, and do not use any Teflon tape or anything like that. We'll just go ahead and snug that up. Now with that gas fitting tightened up, you want to make sure that the gas line is not contacting the water heater anywhere around here, and that all looks good. We'll go ahead, put our little rubber grommet on here. It's been pre-split, so we'll go ahead, snap that in there, and then when we do our caulking, we'll go ahead and seal that up real well with some caulk. Okay, I'm going to put some sealant behind the water heater itself, and then we'll put the corner pieces in here and go ahead and screw it down. And now that I have it all screwed down there, I'm just going to take and clean up whatever caulk squeezed out there and make sure that there's a nice seal against the outside of the RV. Okay, although I'm putting in a Suburban hot water heater, I had a Dometic in there before, or Atwood. I'm going to use the same door here. Simply push it in here and lock it in there. And to keep it from vibrating loose, I'm just going to go ahead and put a heavy bead of caulk over that, lock it in place. Now that I have the caulk out, I'm just going to go ahead and put some around the gas line there. Okay, on the old water heater, I'm going to take a pliers here and move the old spring attachment there. Okay, to attach that, pinch those things in there, and just like when you took it out, you just got this underneath the spring and then rotated it. So we'll put that in there. Put the spring on the back, rotate it, and then we'll spread that out. Okay, that's all set. So spread that out. Now we're all done out here. Now we'll go in the inside, do the plumbing, and hook up the electrical. Okay, now I'm inside the RV. I turned the power on to the hot water heater, and I'm going to determine which is my positive wire, which one is my negative wires. And this one happens to be my positive wire here, so I am going to hook that up. I'm first going to turn the switch off to the hot water heater. Okay, positive wire on this new hot water heater is the red one, so I'm going to go ahead, put that on there. And then we have a ground and the neutral, so I'm going to go ahead and hook those up. Okay, after the wiring there, we'll have to do the plumbing now. This is PEX pipe here. And what I do not like is these valves are upside down, and when it's bouncing around, my other water heater with the aluminum tank sprung a leak there, and there was some kind of dispute on who should pay for a warranty. That's why I'm replacing this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this pipe here and flip the valves around so they're on top the way they should be. Okay, got the PEX pipe mocked up here, and I'm gonna just go ahead and crimp that. And install that. And I'll just connect that to the water heater, and we're done with the plumbing part of it. Okay, on the sides of the water heater, you are supposed to block, put some blocks of wood on there and secure them to the floor. Okay, I tightened up, I mounted the control box there, and I put a zip tie on the wires there. So the next thing we'll do is go ahead and turn the water on. We'll check for some leaks, and then we'll turn the gas on and fire up the water heater. Okay, all the connections are dry. Looks good. We'll go outside and turn the gas on, and make sure the valve there, or the connection, is not leaking, and then we'll go ahead and turn the water heater on. Okay, you want to put a little bit of soapy water on this connection here. If it goes ahead and bubbles up, you know that this is not tight enough, or the taper on the end of that copper pipe is damaged, and you'll need to re-flare that. Okay, I have no bubbling when I tested the fitting there, so I'm going to Turn the gas on for the hot water heater, or the electric switch. I already have the gas on outside. Hopefully the camera is picking this up. There's a good blue flame there, and that's what you need. You don't want one that's yellow. Final tip, when I turned the gas valve on, there was a fault light that came on here. And what I did was I went down here and disconnected the blue wire going into the hot water heater, and it worked.